Hello friends from Real Show Gang, Tharries here, and welcome back to another Doctor Who Series 13 leak video. But before we get into it, if you could just do me a teeny tiny little favour and click that subscribe button, that would be massively appreciated. We are trying to get to 10k by the end of the year, and I'd absolutely love it if we could get there. It would just mean the world to me. We're like less than 150 subscribers away from 7,000 at the time of recording this, and I'd love to hit that by at least the end of this month at the very latest. But with that said, let's get into today's leak. This one is called What I've Heard by ToughFootball5908. So I'm just going to throw this out there now, and I can confirm it with pretty much a high amount of legitimacy, though some people on this sub have correctly guessed the plans for the Centenary Special and Series 14. No one has been 100% correct on their post. Obviously, I can't say who I am. Obviously, I can't say who I'm working for because, I don't want to risk my job, obviously. But I could say I don't necessarily work for the BBC. But perhaps a third-party company whose name has been mentioned by a few people on this sub recently. Past the setup paragraph now, I may as well get on to what you're here for. The leaks. That is what we're here for. Unless some major shake-up happens behind the scenes, and trust me, it won't, I can confirm, the following leaks are true. Sacha Dhawan will return in Series 13, cameoing midway through the series, returning in the finale to set up the New Year's Day special. It's a sin to think they have either cast Ollie Alexander or Lydia West as the new Doctor. I don't actually think I've seen the new actor in anything, as they're mostly known for stage work, and I could safely say a companion has not been cast yet. Names have been thrown around, and some people have been contracted for auditions, but that's it. Graham and Ryan will appear in the New Year's Day episode, having done some investigating on the Daleks and bringing this story full circle. Ryan will also appear in the Centenary Special, but there's been no word from Bradley Walsh's agent yet, though he could hypothetically only be appearing in the episode for a few moments, a la Jenna Coleman in Twice Upon a Time, and could be filmed in the same way. End of Centenary Special, Jodie will not be regenerating alone. Don't think this confirms John or Mandip are staying for Series 14, but safety regulations for filming the scene are having to be taken into consideration due to COVID, though her scene has not been shot yet. Dan isn't who you think he is. I mean, I guess you think he's a regular human scouser, he isn't. Thanks to COVID, more old cast members RTD Moffat era have been in the UK to film, instead of being away filming their own productions. Though principal photography hasn't even begun to go underway on the Centenary Special, most of the cast members returning are just cameos, and aren't part of the main plot of the special. Having read the leaks, I don't think, outside from the obvious names, and even some of them were wrong. I'm sorry, but Catherine Tate is not returning. People have come close to guessing who they've got back, aside from 3 I believe. Assume most of the cameos are only old guest recurring characters, not main billing appearances, though there has been an effort to try and get a certain character from RTD's era back, which is hard due to their advancing age and COVID safety. I'm guessing Bernard Cribbins, that's just my guess. Right, that's most of the stuff I know, and everything I know about the Centenary Special. Really, everything is set into stone now. There's not much that's going to be changing in terms of plot, unless they can secure a few extra last-second appearances from other cast members. I don't know the length of the special, though it could very well end up being the longest episode yet, though the show is known for having rushed endings to episodes, I suppose, so it could be shorter. Expect more news from the series to be here within a month, as the BBC have been pretty much ready for a mid-October start, and all the work on Series 13 should be done, I believe. Surprised the new showrunner has already been hired. As I work for people hired for Series 14, I'm pretty sure I can talk about this with more confidence. Though I do seem to be more vague because of that, showrunner is not the name that has been touted on this sub, and they haven't written for the show before. However, they are an incredibly huge fan, passionate about the show, and I can speak from experience on that because I've worked with them for a show before. Or should I say I've worked with one of them before. Maybe all of this should be pluralised. Contrasting the previous showrunners of New Who, this writer is less enthusiastic about Classic Who, though they respect it. And if they follow the work they've done before, we could be seeing a series that balances Monster of the Week and series arcs better than other showrunners have done, and could have their plan running through multiple series. Of course, this is educated speculation on my part. None of this is set in stone, aside from the hiring they have signed on the dotted line, and I'm speculating using their previous work. Okay, so who is it then? Are you just not going to say? Things I don't know. No chance that Series 14 will be referred to that when it airs. The BBC are planning a huge shake-up, and when Wenger said a new generation, he meant it. They're trying to revitalise the fan base, and having a new series being referred to as Series 14 isn't going to bring in new people, so you guys could be saying goodbye to New Who and hello to Newer Who. That's a general idea I've heard a lot of already, is the idea that this next era that we're entering into is marks the end of New Who and the beginning of something completely different. That was in the last leak as well. That's all I think. Hopefully my job is still intact come the morning. There's enough people who know what I know that it's unlikely it'll go anywhere, and contrary to some subreddits, I promise none of the higher-ups are monitoring subs like this. Now they're on r/Gallifrey and r/Doctor Who, but this one is smaller and they won't have seen it. Catch you later. Sadly, I don't know what Chibnall was referring to with the Swarm comment. I guess it's a solely Series 13 thing, maybe the New Year special. Okay, so that one kind of gives us something. Obviously, Sacha Dhawan's Master returning for the finale, which I think we all sort of expected. The idea of a mysterious RTD character coming back. The fact that they said older is making me think Verda Cribbins, but I could be wrong there. Yeah, this one doesn't give away an awful lot, but the idea of this being an entirely new generation of the franchise, separate from New Who, is something that I've seen touted a lot, and I'd be interested to see if that actually was the case, because I think that is what we need. We need something that big. And I actually think that the numbering of the series, if doing away with that, might actually make the show more enticing to newcomers, because when you think of successful reboots, you think of things that have one-word titles, so they simplify it. So I think maybe doing that with Doctor Who might be beneficial, but let me know what you guys think about this leak down in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos like this one if you enjoyed, like the video if you're new, and I will see you later.